Hi folks, Tom here at Land Rover Sudbury. My first video in quite a while, so I thought it only fitting for my YouTube return to be on this gorgeous 2025 Defender OCTA in the Petra Copper. Parked it at an angle here with the sun coming down from my right. It's a sharp car. Just came in. We've had a few in that were ordered client vehicles, but this is the first one that I've been able to get into, play with, drive, give it a good thrashing on the road. Let's do a little 360. 22-inch rims with the gloss black. Let's get a closer look. Michelin's. That Petra Copper is really a stunning color with the sunlight beating down. Wider wheel arches here gives it that more aggressive look. Gold Defender badging. You can see on the front too, like a two-tone badge, black interior, gold on the outside. Very nice touch. Unique front grills. Checker plating is gone. Instead you've got this gloss black here and like a satin, kind of like a matte finish plastic there. OCTA badging in place of the old Land Rover badging. Although Land Rover badging here has been gone since 2023, unfortunately. Land Rover thought it was a good idea to take the Land Rover badges off. I wish they put them back, but that's just me personally. Coming around the back, there's my dealer plate on the back there. Quad exhaust underneath, square exhaust as opposed to the round chrome exhaust that you find on the regular V8s, you know, previously the Carpathian edition. You got the gold tow hooks, which is a, you know, good look. You still have the see-through lighting clusters here, of course. Unique grille comes around to the back. There's another good look at that rim. Really a beautiful rim. Fuel cap they've had to adjust, obviously with the change in the wheel arch here, but they did well. Black roof. Copper running the full length of the body there, and then back round to the front. It is a really good looking car. Like I said, we've had a few of these in. This is the first one I've been able to get my hands on and kind of play with, and you know, it's very similar to, you know, what the Range Rover Sport SV is to the Range Rover Sport line. It's just in a Defender body with that 4.4 litre V8 engine, 626 horsepower. Tow hook under the front there, gold. And that badging, I really like the badging. I know it's such a small detail, but it really stands apart from the regular Defender, which I have over there, of course. So yeah, good looking car from the outside. Fog lights here down underneath, light clusters. And let's take a peek inside the vehicle. Changes in here, of course. The interior quality is very solid. Not that the other Defender trim levels aren't, but just the feel of the steering wheel, for example, very different to the other Defender trims. The seat's obviously a big difference, more of a bucket seat, but very soft. Really, you know, hugs you tight, but it isn't firm. Very soft still. Very, you know, a little bit like the Sport SV, but personally I find these more comfortable than the Sport. Second row, same here, you know, completely new seats in the back. Panoramic sunroof up top. You do get the suede leather headliner. back of the seat design. This is no different here. You do get some different trim pieces here, and then the boot or the trunk for my American friends. Defender, black interior, black interior body here, and the regular Defender. Back of the seats gone to the checker plating. Instead you have the carpets, as you can see there, but you still have the 40-40-20 split, so you can throw that down. Carpet mats here. You do get the checker plating here. So there is, I think this, looking at the vehicle, I think this is the only checker plating that you find in the car. Everything else is gone on the exterior, the wings and the back of the seats. I'm curious why they kept it there. I personally love it. So nice to see that kept. Sound system in the headliner. Plenty of goodies. Defender box. I do wish they gave a unique OCTA box, a handover kit box, because this is the same box that I can get in a 4-cylinder Defender, but that's okay. So let's jump in and I'll show you the interior. Like I said, the quality of the interior is really excellent. The seat comes up and adjusts, hugs you. Just small things. I may have to adjust the car because the sun's giving some glare here, but let me adjust my phone just a little bit. So small things. Obviously you've got the OCTA badging here. You've got the paddle shifters here, which are now kind of like a see-through plastic. Larger screen, standard of course in the 2025 models, but you got these now like the kind of like a chrome-esque plastic here, but a really nice touch to it. It really transforms the feel of the car around the stop sign, the start-stop engine as well. Land Rover badging here too. Really did a great job of making the car feel solid. Feels very different to a regular Defender in here. I think just the leather, obviously in the upper door here, you got leather all across the top, all running along the front sill there, here, really leather everywhere, which is a nice change to the vehicle. I'm just gonna move the car and I can talk at the same time. So the feel of the car, like I said, very different to the regular Defender. Feels a lot more luxurious. I think the quality in here is exceptional. Obviously it's, you know, not quite Range Rover level in terms of finishes and what you'd expect a Range Rover to be like, but this is hats off to Land Rover. They did a really good job with the interior. It just feels very very nice, a nice place to be. Like I said, the suede headliner here, and just different, you know, flavors, I guess, all throughout the vehicle. But the biggest difference, the steering wheel, it just feels so much nicer. It really does. Obviously, this being the OCTA, you get the same infotainment system essentially, but as you can see there, there's under the dynamic section there is the OCTA badging, so you can get in here, you know, just like previous V8s, like the Carpathian Edition. Dynamic mode, you can play with the engine, the steering, gear shift, suspension, switching it from dynamic to comfort. There's a stopwatch like right here, and then there's lap times, and then you can toggle on and off. You can, I don't know if you can hear that or not, but let me rev. There's the V8 throbbing, and I take away the exhaust difference right there. But yeah, the same infotainment system, really no difference apart from that OCTA badging there. 2025, of course, saw the slight redesign in the center console, different cup holders here. You get a more sloped wireless charger instead of the flat wireless charger in the years gone before. Refrigerator there. And now for 2025, you've got the little tray, which is this is a really nice addition. Before that, it was just blank right here, just completely through. But now you have a tray here, which is nice. Let me put in Octa mode here just so you can see the differences. So here, change the. Let me push it so you can see it changing. There we go. And now you see, now it's in Octa mode. Everything's locked in. You've got the Octa badging lit up, and you've got each of the individual paddle shifts up and down illuminate red, just like the SV in the Sport. You know, gives it a nice look. Makes you feel that you're doing that little bit extra, I guess. But very nice car. It's well made, beautiful vehicle, interior, outside too. Driving is very different to obviously the regular Defender, but even the Carpathian edition, there are differences. So if you can get behind the wheel, please do. I'm just gonna spin the car around again just to get the sunlight on the copper finish before I end the video, because I do want you to see that copper in the sunlight again. There we go. There are different finishes, of course, and different colors you can get in the Octa. This one, we just happen to build it this way, the Petra copper, which really beautiful color. There we go. Let me jump out here. MSRP on this one, $156,263. So it's about $30,000 more than the regular V8 if you spec that out. Carpathian edition. Previous years, the Carpathian, obviously you had the satin finish wrap. You can take that up to about 122. Less horsepower, of course, from that V8. This one has 626 horsepower. I'd love to take it on an off-road rally course just to kind of see how it handles. Taking it on the road is one thing, but I think in an off-road setting, it'd be really interesting to see how it handles that way. But here we go again. The Defender 110 Octa 2025 in Petra copper. Sun's going down now, but you can still see. And just going back to these letters, this is a really nice touch. That looks phenomenal. Black trim pieces there. Don't know if you can see the window sticker. Not very well, but $156,000 Defender. Before we end, I'm just going to do one more 360-degree walk around so you can see the car. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. If you want me to go over anything again, or anything in particular on the infotainment system, or anything in the vehicle, please let me know. I can do a separate video. So here's the front. Let me get down a little bit so you can see. Very aggressive. You can really see how wide the car is. Right here. Right here. Gives it a wide, low stance. Get a good look at those seats there too. That's a really good angle. Very comfortable seating. I wasn't sure what to expect. The SV Sport is a little firmer, I feel, but this is very, very comfortable. Bucket style seats, but it doesn't really feel like a bucket seat to me. Black roof, Octa badging. The door is black, as I mentioned previously, so you get that two-tone look. Petra on the outside, black on the back with the two. I say gold. I guess it is kind of Petra copper in a way, but more goldy than the paint there. And there's a good look of the clear lights. interior. And then back around to the front. Defender logos in gold as well. Really nice satin finish to the plastic. This is like a gloss, I guess, but on the outside. A little bit like this. The satin finish. You got the gloss and the satin. This is the satin on the side. Really nice look. And there it is. There we have it. 2025 Land Rover Defender 110 Octa in Petra Copper. If you have any questions, like I said, leave a comment there below. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'll try and do some more soon of different vehicles. We have a good selection here. Range Rover Sports. This gorgeous Range Rover Sport right here might be the next video. Thank you for watching. My name again, Tom. I work here at Land Rover Sudbury in Sudbury, Massachusetts. It's a gorgeous day here. June 2nd. Signing off with the Octa.